What would you say from a harm reduction and sort of safety measures? What would you say? Is there any few pointers that you can maybe say that we should be careful when we're engaging with them, whatever the setting is or the set is?
Yeah, I think it's an important consideration and conversation to have because, like I alluded to earlier, as integrating as the psychedelic experience can be, it can be that disintegrating. And so it's important that as we're part of this movement that is working to bring psychedelics into the world in this new and ancient way at our current time in our current systems, it's imperative that we don't purely get caught in the lens of seeing and portraying things as wholly good or wholly beneficial, because there are real dangers. And, you know, there you you hear stories and you see things of people having bad experiences that can run the gamut from a psychotic break to physical endangerment. And so it is very important that this is part of the conversation, especially because people who are psychedelically naive, if they're only hearing, oh, this is a miracle cure for my depression, I'm going to go and eat 5 grams of mushrooms, and not having any understanding of the importance of creating a safe container, it can and does sometimes lead to bad situations. So for me, I think that safety is paramount. And I don't personally ascribe to any particular mode of saying that it can only be done with a licensed therapist, or it should only be done with a shaman, or it should only be done with a medical doctor, or the plurality of ways to experience these things, like I was saying earlier, is important. And I think it's important to preserve that. Some of my best, most healing and transformative experiences have come from taking psychedelics and dancing. And, you know, there, without there being a therapist or doctor or shaman in sight. However, it is a crucial consideration. How do we keep people safe? Because as this becomes more and more mainstreamed, there are going to be more and more adverse experiences. And I think that they're certainly more rare than the positive experiences, but they're real and it's a reality of it. And we need to be talking about it. But fundamentally, knowing what you're getting into as much as possible. I always tell people, if you're going to do it with other people, have it be with people you trust implicitly, in a space where there's not going to be any surprises, and, you know, and do your research, know as much as you can what you're getting into. Of course, there's no actual preparation for the alien nature of the experience if you've never experienced anything like that. But yeah, safety is paramount, and it's also not everything. You know, the reason that these things have such benefits, I think you could say, is because they carry such potential for transformation. And so if we're being so safe to the point where, you know, there's drug developers who are now creating psychedelics that take the trip aspect out of it, and hey, maybe that'll be great for people. But I think that we're dealing with these substances that are very, very mysterious and very, very foreign to our normal everyday experience. And so It's like the idea that the tree cannot grow its branches to heaven unless it's reached down to hell. This is of the nature of psychedelics.